What's going on, guys? Have my little stopwatch here since I can't see the back of the camera. Also on my TV here I have my Infamous 2 game installing. For those of you that didn't know, PlayStation announced yesterday in their conference that PlayStation Plus subscribers got, I think it was 5 full PS3 downloads and 7 PSN downloads for free. It was like $260 when you add it all up. But they gave it to us for free. This thing started downloading at 2 o'clock this afternoon. That was over 6 hours ago. It's just now at 79% installing. And I hit install the minute it was done downloading. A lot of people on the PlayStation Network today. But regardless, E3's this week. I'm just a few miles southeast of where they're having it at in Los Angeles. Couldn't go. I'm not press. I guess I wasn't invited. But the entire thing was streamed on dozens and dozens of websites. G4's coverage was very, very wonky this year. And so I had to watch all the keynotes yesterday and Nintendo's today on IGN.com, which their stream was just, it was top notch. I had it HD the whole way. But Spike kicked it off, as they have, I think, the past 2 years with the Xbox keynote. So I got my notes here of all 5 conferences, and just going to do the rundown. Maybe there's people out there that didn't see it. Maybe they'll enjoy the video. So they kick it off. No shocker here. Halo 4, biggest game that they're releasing, probably this decade. No longer Bungie. It's 343 Studios now. And it starts off with a live-action trailer, which kicks into CGI, and Master Chief is shown. And then it finally gets into the actual gameplay of the whole thing. And apologize. 82%. Gets into the actual gameplay. I'm not very big into Halo, as I've said probably many times on camera. I played, shockingly, I played all of them except for ODST. That's weird, to not be into it, but play all of them. I actually owned Halo 2 for a while. That was one of my first games on my 360, since it was one of the, 25 that was backwards compatible back in the day. And, I played 1 at a friend's house, played 2 when I bought it from 360, or for my 360. 3 I rented and played online co-op with some friends. ODST I didn't play because it was, stupid. It shouldn't have been a $60 release. And Halo Reach was actually given to me by Microsoft when I was a part of their, I think it was their 2011 fall update beta with the dashboard. But then after the update finally came, the disc wouldn't work because it wasn't a standard disc. So they just gave it to everybody who was in the beta as a digital download. I still got it. Played it a couple times. Not saying Halo's bad. It's just, it's not the type of game that I like to play. Nothing wrong with that. But this one, to me looked like Halo Reach, except it was Master Chief. I did note here that there was a very cool, an alien gun. Although I guess everything in Halo is kind of alien. But, that it transforms depending on what you pick up. And the first one was the first one that Master Chief picked up in the gameplay demo that they showed was an assault rifle. but it could also be used as like a single-shot sniper rifle. But then he killed another enemy and picked up something, and it transformed into like a shotgun. It was actually pretty cool. It's a cool idea. So after that was done, you know, the crowd was like all into it. They were going nuts at the end of it. Comes out later this year, for those of you who live under a rock. So Don Matrick, I guess is his name, he comes out with his stupid ass little comb over, and he brings out Ubisoft, or Ubisoft. I prefer Ubisoft because Ubi sounds weird. And they announce and show off on a gameplay demo Splinter Cell Blacklist. I did not know about this game going in. I don't know anybody that knew about this game going in. I thought Splinter Cell was pretty much dead in the water after Conviction. But it looks, I don't want to say it's like a reboot, but it's like a invigoration of the franchise. It's going back to like the old times, like Chaos Theory, before like Double Agent. It's in like Afghanistan almost kind of place, and you got Sam Fisher climbing up like the sides of rocks and cliffs to get into places. It's really awesome looking. He's even got his little night vision with the 3. Don't know why there's 3, but there's 3. And my PlayStation went dark on me. 86%. Damn. I was hoping to play this tonight. So they announced that. Showed the gameplay. I even wrote down it looks sick as hell. Then they announced that it had a spring 2013 launch. I don't trust that, and you guys shouldn't either. Anybody that knows anything about Splinter Cell knows that that thing has been plagued with delays. I mean, the only thing that has been delayed worse than Splinter Cell, if you ask me, it was Duke Nukem Forever. But we eventually got that, and we'll eventually get this badass looking game too. So then it was EA Sports' turn. They come out and announce that FIFA 13 and Madden 13 are going to use Kinect with voice recognition, which is pretty much all that Kinect is being used for these days. And you can't call me a fanboy because I don't know if you can see it, but I have my Kinect right there. Over there. Actually, I don't know where the hell I put it. I think it's on my desk, my PlayStation 9 for my Move that I haven't used since MLB 12 launched. But it's going to have voice commands. The stupid thing is, in FIFA, you can get penalized and get the card. I guess it's for like a flag in American football. For if you think the ref had like a bad call and you say, "Oh shit, ref," or something like that, the Kinect will pick it up and flag you. I know a lot of raging gamers out there. People that, when they play games, they're like, "Oh, you fucking bitch." So now I guess they're trying to stop you from doing that. Fuck you, EA. Anyway, that rant's over. They brought out Joe Montana, greatest of all time, to play Madden 13. He did an okay job with it. You can tell he wasn't too familiar. Kind of like when, who was it? Sony that brought out Kobe Bryant last year or the year before to play NBA. But Madden's gonna have you can call like the audibles, stuff like that. You can call off a player's name and tell them to do a streak, or if you know what you're talking about with like American football, then maybe it'll work out for you. So then they showed that stupid Fable Kinect game, Fable the Journey, and that comes out holiday 2012. I'm not even going to get into that because it looked as stupid as it did last year. The shocker to me here was they had Gears of War Judgment, which is the new Gears of War prequel that's coming out from not only Epic, but People Can Fly, I believe is the studio. They did Bulletstorm, which wasn't too successful. They had that game on there, but it was just a quick trailer. Gears of War has been like a flagship title of the 360 since the first one launched. It's always been Cliffy B coming out at E3 during the Microsoft keynote and showing off the game and playing part of it. So I guess this one's not ready or something, I don't know. But if it's not that ready, they shouldn't have announced it. No major release date, but just 2013. So then we got a little bit of car racing action with Forza Horizon, which is a different take on the Forza franchise. Instead of being like Forza is now, on like a road. Well, that's a stupid analogy because this one's on the road. But it's like a street course, you know? It's like an actual race. This one is going to be more open. It's in Colorado for the Horizon Festival or something. Didn't say how big it was, but I think it was like 203 roads that popped up when he was doing the demo. And it counts how many roads you've driven on in the game. And he had like 6 of like 203. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. It doesn't look bad, but, you know, are they going to keep releasing a new Forza every year? And it's going to start turning into something that people don't want to play. But that comes out October 23rd of this year. So then they showed off more of their Bing stuff with the Kinect. You know, the guy came out and he was like, Xbox, Bing, Harry Potter. The thing went over, and I think this is the part of the show where they did that's got like 7 new languages coming. So then he did it in Spanish, and he like brought up Planet of the Apes, or Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I think is the title. And they went to it, but it was all in Spanish. I don't give a fuck about Spanish. I'm not being racist here, I'm just saying I don't speak Spanish. So I'm never going to speak Spanish to my Kinect. So bringing the Spanish language recognition to the Kinect means jack shit to me. If it means something to you, that's great. If you speak Spanish, that's awesome. Do what you do, I'll do what I do. Then they announced a couple of things that were coming to Xbox. Nickelodeon was one of them. Paramount is coming with their 100th anniversary. Machinima is coming to Xbox. And judging from the stuff on Machinima's Facebook yesterday and today, nobody gives a shit about that app coming to Xbox. Then they did some sports stuff. They talked about how ESPN was going to be changing, and they were going to update that. And then they announced that NBA and NHL were coming to Xbox. Once again, just like MLB TV, it requires the subscription not only to like NHL, I think it's called On Ice or something like that. I apologize, I'm not a hockey fan. But you have to subscribe to that and have a gold subscription to your 360 Xbox Live. Then they announced Xbox Music was coming to 360, mobile devices, and Windows 8. I was unaware that the Xbox didn't have music. I could have swore that's what the Zune Marketplace was for. Xbox has had music for years. Funny thing I wrote down here, they actually showed an iPod up on the screen when they were like talking about the devices. If you don't know why that's funny, it's because Microsoft and Apple are big competitors when it comes to like computers and the iPod versus the Zune. So it was just weird for them to show an iPod. And they actually said iPad a couple of times in this conference. I'm kind of running out of time here. Nike announced that they were coming out with a Nike Plus Connect training, which is just another one of those workout games that work with the Kinect. That's coming out holiday 2012. Then they announced Xbox Smart Glass, which is basically kind of like the Wii U with the controller. Certain like smart devices like your phones, your tablets, stuff like that, your iPad, they even said it. It's going to have stuff on it like if you were playing Madden and you didn't like the plays that were up there, it had a little thing where you could scroll over and create your own play and then use it on the game and it would run that play. Stuff like that. For like movies and stuff, if you're out on your iPad and you're watching Harry Potter and you pause it because you have to go somewhere else. When you get home, you sync it with your Xbox, it plays right where you left off. 99%. Holy shit, what do you know? I wonder if my other games continue to download the whole time this is installing. Because this is installing like the last 3 hours. I don't know. Probably going to have to leave it on all night. They also announced Internet Explorer is finally coming to Xbox, which is nothing new. PlayStation's had a browser built in since it launched. Both of those are coming this fall, the Smart Glass and the Internet Explorer. And then suddenly, the entire Spike TV broadcast crashed. It popped up with a thing that said, about damn time. Jesus Christ. Go over, you fucker. It's a nice little dust 514 wallpaper. It's free on the... That's probably going to take a while. Yeah, the whole broadcast crashed to come up with the, please stay tuned. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Let me just check my downloads real quick. It did, okay, because that's at 41% and it wasn't 0. When it came back up, it wasn't long. It was like half a minute that it crashed. When it came back up, they were bringing out the Tomb Raider people. I forget the company that makes the game. Crystal Dynamics, I think is the name of it. Whoever it is that developed the game, they brought them out and they showed the game off again. If you didn't know, the game recently got delayed until 2013, so who knows, maybe it'll get delayed again and wind up at next year's E3. That'll be 3 straight E3s that they demoed it at. What the fuck did I type? Oh, kind of tight, but right. They announced, I think it was like 3 new Xbox Live Arcade games. One of them was Ascend New Gods, which looked kind of weird. I don't know. The weirdest one out of any of them was Loco Cycle. Loco Cycle. Pretty much meaning crazy cycle. They showed nothing. They showed a quick trailer of like it looked like a Tron bike, and it was just circling around it, and this girl talking, saying, it can do all these things without even running out its battery. Weird. 2013 for that. And then they announced Matter, which was the 3rd one, and you kind of got like a Portal kind of thing going on. Check out the trailer if you want to know what I'm talking about. I don't think that one had a date. I didn't write anything down. And I'm actually running at about 19 minutes now, so I'm going to stop this and come back.